Elon Musk has left his role in the United States government. Musk was the head of Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge as it was known. Now, Musk set out to slash government spending, saying in March that he could cut at least $1 trillion of the federal expenditure. But for more on this latest departure, we are now joined on the line by SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, good morning. So this, of course, not necessarily unexpected, but what did you make of Elon Musk's role in the Trump administration, especially in Doge?
I think generally he cost Trump on many fronts in terms of relations, including relations with the countries that are friends with the United States of America. You recall how he was trying to influence elections in recent times in Europe, including countries as Germany, Canada, France, and also at some extent United Kingdom. And therefore, those countries didn't take kind of his behavior. And we started seeing sales of Tesla going terribly, terribly down in those countries where he was doing well. That spoke to the impact on foreign policy and diplomacy and friendship. Secondly, inside America, he had lots of people who didn't approve of what he was doing. We saw those march, many of them to different Tesla offices and points, and the numbers went down in America. And secondly, the workers, the workforce, United States of America and government, because those decisions that he implemented to cut expenditure, reducing workforce, closing departments with the intention to cut expenditure, even advising on closing or stopping of funding of aid to friends of U.S. in some countries, which America uses for purposes of diplomacy and influence. And a day or two before that meeting in the Oval Office, you'd remember in the Congress, congressmen were very angry, particularly Kuhn at the end. They're mentioning that the decision to cut expenditure, to cut workforce, to cut aid to strategic countries was just a terrible, terrible decision. And you know that was Elon Musk. So if you look at his body language in the Oval Office on that day when South African delegation was there, you could see that he was not the vibrant Elon Musk. Something was going horribly wrong. I'm told behind the scenes it got even worse, because at some point in time, Trump exposed him, even saying he must come to South Africa to start some businesses. And you can see that it might have been a joke, but that was a clear message that he wouldn't want. And therefore, even being exposed on certain things that he had told Trump, and when the South African delegation corrected him on certain things that deals with issues of the ICT and particularly technology, he was embarrassed also, because you had people who are smart in that delegation who have studied, who understand what he is doing, the industry he is involved in. And therefore, I think things were not just going right, and therefore, I think it was time for him to leave. You saw a day ago what he wrote about President Trump and the bill that is before the Congress right now. So that fallout started some time ago, but it was just a matter of time. I mean, he was just problematic around President Trump.
And just a final one to Sophie, with regard to the continued existence of Doge minus Elon Musk, how is that likely to play out?
We don't know. I think it will continue cutting off expenditure. President Trump is a businessman. He's got that business approach to issues and cutting off expenditure, downsizing. It will be part of that, but it's not going to be at the rate it was being implemented under Elon Musk. And therefore, I see some changes there. And now Elon Musk can go and focus in terms of his businesses, particularly the motor industry, where he was now not doing well, and apparently he's even struggling to get the batteries for those cars and to assemble new cars, because magnet, you get it not in America, outside America. And that hostility and the tariffs have affected even the export of magnets. Something, come to South Africa, we have lithium, you can manufacture magnet here.
Well, that's where we leave it. SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena, and this speaking to Elon Musk and, of course, his departure from Doge.